It's a race against time if Jeremy's going to stand any chance of hooking a big fish. He's got to get on the water before his fellow fishermen arrive.
The best hours for fishing are, in my view, at dawn. You should get out to your ground by first light.
Oh. This feels like something other than just a tiddler. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's going in the weed. It's floundering a little bit. This is one that isn't a tiddler. Putting a bit more of a bend in the rod, and coming in towards the weeds. Just see if I can turn him from there. And coming in close. And slightly nervous because I've just been catching these tiny little catfish until now. I'm going to reverse back onto the up the shallows. I think he's just about ready to come in, but I want to be on the safe side. Just going to whip it in here. Wait a minute, just. All right, and there we go. I think that's one of these rohu, one of these carp species. Okay, not a monster, but he's more than the little tiddlers I've been getting until now. So, very pleasing to get my hands on one of these. It was one of the species I wanted to see close up in the flesh, alive. So that's nice. Very pretty, bronzy, colourful fish.
But will Jeremy get to meet the lake's strangest inhabitants? Angling adventurer Jeremy Wade is at Tumaria Lake, a giant stocked reservoir where he thought there would be easy pickings. What he didn't bank on was sharing the lake with 300 Bengali and Bahari fishermen.
Although the odds are against me here, all I can do really is keep trying. This place is about to be cleaned out, so can I tempt one to the hook before they are all scooped up by the nets? I've been here an hour now, I've missed a lot of bites, but finally I've caught something, and here we go, it's a record breaker. The smallest fish caught on rod and line. At least it's bigger than the bait, but only marginally.
Giving up fishing for the day, Jeremy has still found a use for his landing net.
Bonanza! So I can't catch fish, but I can catch butterflies. My landing net wasn't a wasted accessory after all. The old Victorian writers said that when you had a lean day, the best thing you could do is get a butterfly net. Now, they had the odd lean day. I found out what a lean day is as well, so this is a bit of a morale boost, or a change of activity anyway, just, you know, sort of clear the cobwebs out of the brain, chase some butterflies. Unlike the Victorians who recommended pinning these pretty creatures to a board, I'm practicing catch and release here. A good way to spend a lean fishing day, according to H.S. Thomas, and yeah, I agree with him. Good fun. Right, okay, so lesson in shrimp.
With nothing but butterflies in his landing net, Jeremy has decided to lend a hand to the local shrimp fishermen.
Apparently the shrimps are down in the mud, so the idea is you stir up the bottom with the arms of the net, and that will scoop them out. There's a lot of different things to think of at once, actually. moving forward, not losing your footing on the mud, keeping the arm of the net in the right position and getting all the weed out of the way, and keeping an eye out for stray snakes as well. So it's nothing like the shrimping I used to do in Norfolk with a little tiny little net. That was quite an easy diversion in comparison. This is actually quite physical. So you're taking the weed out. Weed. Yes, it looks like I'm being a bit delicate in my sorting through here, but it's not just shrimp catching, it's shrimp sorting as well. The ratio of shrimps to weed is increasing. Seems a lot of work for not a huge quantity of shrimps. I guess we had about sort of half a bucket full there, something like that. So how much do they sell 1 kg for?
40 rupees per kg.
40 rupees a kilo. That's about 50p for the 1 hour's work that I've done with somebody else. 50p for that, and I'm just getting my breath back, and that is that makes one think. That makes one think.
Some other fishermen are keen to show Jeremy a special catch.
What have we got? Oh! Oh! Is that the Seagull? We heard maybe there weren't any in here, or they were very rare, but very, very few in here. It's also known as a featherback. It's got this tiny little dorsal fin here, but it's got this long, long anal fin which merges into the tail. So it's a bit like a leaf in shape.
Patra.
Patra. Patra is a leaf. So there we go. That's a name that actually describes the fish very well. It is very leaf-shaped, and they apparently don't get caught very often on rod and line. But apparently the old books say that you catch them on the bottom with very small baits, things like maggots, worms, tiny fish. But that is really good to see, because I didn't think I was going to see one of those. That's one of the strangest stillwater fish in India. So how long were the men fishing this morning? Since it got light, since 4 o'clock? Yeah?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. So how many fish total? 7 or 8 fish, maybe?
5.
5 fish. So 2 hours with a net going around the lake for 5 fish. It's a lot of work though for those fish, isn't it? Today I pushed a shrimp net around for an hour, and after I'd done that I met a man who had been doing that for 40 years. It's just beyond my comprehension, to be honest. I catch fish and I release them. What a absolute indulgence. There's possibly some point of understanding between us. We're both of us interested in life below the water, but totally different worlds. And although I was very irritated to discover the presence of these people on the lake when I arrived, knowing what I know now, obviously I can't begrudge their presence here at all.
Do not be discouraged by the Marcia conqueror's scorn, laughing down bottom fishing. The Murrell's acquaintance is worth cultivating, but the Mully is a revolting creature.
Hold on, there's something on here. You got the net? Net, bring the net. Something's taken a live bait out here. Wait a minute. It's clear from the weed. He's come in from the distance, but the trouble is, it's always a bit dangerous. Put that down. No, that's right. Leave. Don't move until I say leave. Push out a little bit. Push out. Lift. That's it. Good. Oops, my foot's getting stuck. Let's take it up to the grass here. And So this is a lachi or mully, one of these freshwater sharks as they call them. The walagu atu, scientific name, very ugly name for quite an ugly fish, and known in English sometimes as a freshwater shark. Impressive sight looking down the mouth of this thing. I've got to be very careful where I put my thumb. Lots of needle-like teeth. Oops, there we go, there's the hook. I'll just get it out of the way. Big eyes close to the mouth, so looking at the design, those teeth and those eyes, you would guess, even though he's a catfish, he's a bit of a predatory one. Almost like a snake, a slippery customer, No, of all the fish possibly that I wanted to get here to see, this is the one, and he's quite a nice specimen. The freshwater shark, walagu atu, toothy catfish, one of the great tropical weirdos. Well, that's great. After all that slogging against all that competition, it really feels good to get my hands on one of those. Let's get that slime off. What do you think, Deepak? Big hook, big fish?
Big hook, big fish, small hook, small fish.
And we got anything in the net? Big net? You got big net?
Big net, small fish.
Big net, small fish.